When I deployed overseas, I left behind more than family. I left behind the land my grandfather had passed down to me. 40 acres of rolling hills, oak trees, and a small farmhouse, where I planned to retire. I thought it would be safe while I served my country. But the HOA had other plans. Halfway across the world, I got a letter that nearly stopped my heart. The HOA claimed I had abandoned my property and without my consent had sold it off to developers. They bulldozed fences, tore down the barn, and started laying the foundation for a shiny new subdivision, all while I was putting my life on the line for a country they clearly didn't respect. When my deployment ended, I came home to find strangers living on my land. My family's fields were gone, paved over with driveways and cookie-cutter houses. HOA board members smirked at me, waving papers they claimed gave them authority. "It's done," their president said. "Your land belongs to the community now." But they underestimated two things: my resolve in the law. I gathered every deed, every tax receipt, and every scrap of documentation proving my family's ownership, stretching back nearly a century. Then I filed suit in federal court. My attorney didn't just argue trespass. He proved outright fraud. The HOA had fabricated documents, tricked buyers, and pocketed millions from land that was never theirs to sell. Court day came, and the subdivision residents filled the benches. The HOA board sat smug at first, but their smiles died as the judge tore through the evidence. This sale, he declared, slamming his gavel, was illegal. Every square foot remains the rightful property of the plaintiff. This court orders the immediate seizure of all HOA assets and subdivision lots. The room erupted. Homebuyers turned on the HOA board, demanding refunds, screaming in outrage. Sheriff's deputies escorted the board out in handcuffs for fraud and racketeering. My land, scarred and paved over, was legally mine again. It took time, but the subdivision crumbled. The lots were vacated. The HOA dissolved, and I received restitution enough to restore my land to what it once was. The farmhouse was rebuilt, and the fields planted again, just like my grandfather had wanted. Standing on my porch one evening, I looked out over the quiet hills. No more HOA signs in sight. They had tried to erase my legacy, but instead they lost everything. If the HOA sold your land while you were gone, would you walk away, or fight until the gavel slammed in your favor? Generated with HTTP.AI